good morning. My name is Matthew Augustine, and welcome to Literature's Austin. For a while, we've been looking at some poems and lyrics and trying to find meaning to them. But today, in today's episode, we'll be doing something a bit different. So, today, we'll be looking at a music video. Actually, we'll try and apply literature and try and find meaning to the music video of the lyrics of the song I Bet You Think About Me. Some week back, we've kind of gone over the lyrics. The lyrics is fairly easy to understand. I know we've digested the lyrics, but today we want to kind of you know, expand our discussion towards the music video. And the music video adds it kind of adds to the story of the song. So that's just it. So we're going to apply everything we've learned in literature to try and make sense of the music video. So without further ado, let's get started.
I will never forget the first time that I met you. I thought, wowza, that is the most beautiful girl in the world. You had this.
So anyway, before even going far, let's talk about this scenery, this whole scene. I know it kind of looks like, the halo that's on the head. It kind of gives it this illusion that, whoever is speaking is a saint. A saint in the Catholic Church is someone who has gone to heaven. And, this setting, it kind of it's giving me that feeling of this person whoever is speaking. By the way, this actor is actually Chris Stapleton. In the lyrics, if you remember what the lyrics was about, it was about an ex who is kind of thinking about his lover, and the ex and the lover is they're not really on the same level. So this is Chris Stapleton, like that's the actor's name, Chris Stapleton actually, and he's actually the ex that the speaker in the lyrics video, the lyrics analysis was singing about. So this is actually Chris Stapleton. So like I said, this shot is giving saintly, as if Chris Stapleton is a saint. And then look at it. Let's go back and actually listen to what he said.
I will never forget the first time that I met you. I thought, wowza, that is the most beautiful girl in the world. You had the sweetest eyes, the softest smile.
Again, it's looking as if it kind of feels like a vow, as if this scenery is like a wedding feast that is kind of going on. That's what this scene reminds me of, as if the husband is is making a vow to probably the wife that is about to get married to. But watch what happens in the next scene.
To smile.
Now again, I love the camera shot. The camera shot is like very on his face, like everything, as if he's speaking. It feels as if he's making the promise to we that are watching it. That's almost how it feels like. But let's see. Then if you continue watching, you see how the whole. First of all, we get to find out that the halo that we were even talking about, that's not even a halo, that's a window. And again, just watch, let's just keep going. Now watch. Look at the fun thing that happened. That scene was given as if, he was prepared or he was getting married at that scene. But look, he's not actually getting married. At least this is what this scene is picturing now. Kind of opposite of what we're thinking. We're thinking that he's getting married in this scene, but that's contrary to what's happening. He's actually in the toilet, and I would say probably practicing for the speech or the wedding speech that he's probably going to make. I kind of love that transition of from marriage to, what's happening in the toilet. Now, again, let's keep going.
Than me.
In our lyrics video, when we're analyzing the lyrics, we didn't actually talk about that. I'm not sure we talked about it. I think we talked about it, but look at how the timing like coincides. Immediately says that, you know, you see that Taylor's, or in this case, this is actually the ex that was singing, or the exes that was singing in the lyrics. This is actually the ex with Taylor Swift. And notice that immediately she says that her picture kind of appears in the mirror. And again, that is kind of foreshadowing the whole music video. I don't really want to spoil the fun, but the whole music video literally happened in the ex's head. The whole music video happened in the ex's head, and this is an example of what that points to the fact that everything happened in the ex's head. Because look, immediately she said that she was not in the picture before, and then she showed up. And again, look at her countenance. That's what I want to talk about. Look at her countenance. Look at it. I bet she's better than me. Like, just look at how again, like, as if I like very sarcastic, with like that whole something. And then look, he's so surprised. And again, we're back to the halo shots. The shot of his halo. But is he a saint? He's not a saint, obviously. I don't know. This is actually very symbolic shot. Again, now we've gone from the scenery of the toilet to his actual wedding, and you see that the waiter is literally Taylor, the ex. I don't know why I'm saying Taylor, but again, I want you to look at the costume, like the costuming. He's the only person wearing black and white, and that's understandably, like, he's getting married. But if you look, everyone is literally wearing white, but only Taylor is wearing red. And I feel that's very significant. Again, I must say this song is actually from the Red album, specific. Yeah, it's from the Red albums. A track from the Vault, actually, and it's very significant. The fact that she's wearing red. And again, I want you to look at the jar between red. In fact, we'll get to that. The disconnect between color red and color white. White could represent purity, red could represent, like, the right way of doing things. And again, going back to that saintly halo, the saint, probably all these people, it kind of looks as if this is heaven in a way. For me, that's what that shot is giving. And then she's the only person wearing red. So let's keep going. Again, you see how she exchanged the white flower with a red flower, kind of establishing her presence at the party. Again, let's talk about a flower, the red flower versus the white flower. Like I said, white represents innocence, white represents purity, but red represents passion. Red represents passion. And the fact that she's exchanging the flower for the white flower for the red flower, very symbolic. You can see how she's walking, very as if she's. I remember in the lyrics, it felt as if she, which is like the speaker. It feels as if the speaker and the ex, they are not on the same level. But can you see how she's walking? She's walking with pride. Let's go back and see. You can see how she's walking. So yesterday she even, she literally removed, I think it was a fruit. I'm not sure. I think it was either a grape, or I can't really tell from the scene. But you can see, first of all, removing, I think it's a grape. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it's a grape. But look, she's literally removing the something from, she's removing the something from the grape from the lady's wine, and I feel that's very rude. You shouldn't do that. But can you see? She's walking with pride. In a way, she's walking with pride. I'll say it's in direct opposition to what we were told in the lyric, where we were told that where she literally said that she grew up on the farm while the man grew up in rich silver gate and something of that nature. But look, again, she's working with pride, and that is very significant. Try to establish her presence at the party. This scene is one of my favorite scene. Now look at it. So again, she has switched from. Again, let's look at her costume. Before she changed. Though look at the red. The red was fairly constant, but she changed her costume over like several times in the course of the whole music video. But look, I see how the costume was given, how it was looking like kind of like a servant or a waitress at the party, or a steward. I think that's a better word. The steward at the party. But look at her costume here. Okay, we've gotten ahead of ourselves. Look at her costume here, very flowy and everything. He's giving rich man, he's giving rich vibes again. Prior or contrary to what we're told that she's not classy. But look at this dress, it's giving, it's very classy. Again, I want you to look at this scene. This scene has a very it's for me it's very symbolic. But let's watch. Again, look, she literally knocks over like the man's. She knocks over I don't even know what name to call it. I want to believe maybe it's a candle. I don't really know what name to call it, but she knocks over. You have the wife and the bridegroom. She knocks over the bridegroom. That's very symbolic. She's having resentment for the bridegroom. Again, I don't really want to get ahead of myself, but you see, anyway, let's just get going. But something significant again will happen in this scene towards the end, like snap. Look, when she knocked off the cake or the statue or the stand. Okay, let's go back. When she knocked off the stand, you can see she looked everywhere. Let's actually see. She literally, like, her eyes went 360. She was just looking around. Did anybody nab her in something like that? It feels very inappropriate to have done something like that. But she looks around first. Did anybody see her? And then the child walks. The child walks. Her. The child is. Look at the child's face. What's wrong with this lady? Is she alright? Oh, Sha, is she alright, Sha? That face, that's what it looks like. The girl just takes a very small swipe, but look at what Taylor did. She literally, like, the swipe was very big. You can see in this scene, the swipe is very visible, even from us. We can see the swipe. Taylor swipe was like the exit swipe. I don't know. I've seen Taylor. The exit swipe was very visible, but look at the child swipe. It's very small. The child is saying, "Yeah, very nice. Cake tastes nice." Okay, so look at it now. So now the girl, like I said, the girl took a very small swipe. Taylor took a very huge swipe. Yeah, it's nice. Everything's good. But look at what she did. She literally took a very huge, scoop from the cake. And what does that signify? Like, contrary to what is expected, the girl just took a very small swipe. Taylor took a very, I would say, not really a big swipe, but at least a significant swipe. But the girl took a small swipe, and then Taylor jabbed her hand into like the cake. For me, that scene signifies, Taylor is not going to conform to expectation, what the world expects, or the X is not going to, conform to what the world expects. And one thing I love, I am really in love with the cake, that contrast between the white cake and the red, the red inside. White makes it seem all pure and everything, but it's covered in white, but something horrible is going underneath. Underneath this whole, again, it's going back to the whole cover up of how everyone was dressed. Even the little girls that was wearing white, like prior to how everything was white and beautiful and perfect. Something underneath, something like horrible is going on underneath the surface. And I feel it's anyway, let me not get ahead of myself, but let's keep going. Taylor doesn't even care. Look at her face. Like it's filled with cake, she doesn't even care. She even throws a cake at the wall. She doesn't care about what you all think. And again, I love these snapshots. The camera literally zooms in on her face and zooms in, to I would say to I don't know what to use to lay emphasis again on the cake splattering all over her face. And now again, I love that switch. I love that switch. I love that. I'm in love with that switch. Look at the switch. At first the look on the face on her face was like defiant, very I don't care, I don't give a shit, I don't care about what you think. But look at when she has come back to her senses, she looks at the chaos that she's made. Again, I love the cake. The cake, like, look at the same cake that was destroyed. First of all, if you look close enough, I'm not sure if I can zoom in. Yep, I don't think I can zoom in. But if you look close enough, you see that it's only one that is standing. If I'm not mistaken, only one of the candle that is actually standing, and then it doesn't seem as if the cake was significantly ruined. I don't think so. Again, I want to talk about the whole fact that everybody's literally on white, even the flowers are white, and I love this the candle the candle, you know everyone is just giving pure. Everywhere is giving pure, but if you look closely, like underneath what's going on, you can see a lady wearing a lady on a wheelchair. I feel that's significant. Again, it looks pure, but at least some things are still in place. If you look at this lady wearing white and black, having a white and black hair, and I love the variety. Some people are on blonde hair, some people are on white hair, like this lady's on white hair, some people are on brunette hair, black hair, like this man. Someone, okay, I've already talked about white hair and everything. So everything's looking pure, everything's looking angelic, everything's looking as if we're in heaven. But again, I don't know that jarring image of the cake, the red cake and the red velvet cake. I believe that's a velvet cake. The red velvet cake, the contrast between the red and white. I don't know. I can't just shake it off my mind. So let's keep going. Again, she has changed costume. I love Taylor used a lot of costumes in this music video, but she has changed costume. Again, look at this costume now. It's before we went from servant to rich woman, or rich vibe, and here we are now. It's looking like as if the MC of the MC of the occasion. And again, towards the end, we get to talk about why Taylor was changing a lot of costumes, and I want to just see it. Okay, let me not see it yet. That will actually spoil the fun. But let's keep going. So, even the red microphone. Remember, I told you, this song is from the Red album, and yeah, it makes sense that Taylor will be on a red clothes or red attire throughout. Again, I want to remind you, you can see the tension that is in the man's face. You see the man is tense, but again, they know each other. They exist. She picks up a gift. Remind you, the gift was red. The gift was red, and I don't know. Red and white contrast, beautiful. And again, what was in the gift? A red scarf. This reminds me of the song. It's also on this album. All Too Well, Taylor's version. The music video too. And I think in the lyrics, I'm not too sure, but I believe in the lyrics, I think there was something about a red scarf, and I feel this is a reference to that. The red scarf. Again, I don't know why would you give someone a red scarf. And again, look at the jar, the contrast between the red and the white, very beautiful. And again, with her pale skin, it's beautiful though. It's very beautiful. Um, it's beautiful, Sha. They appreciate it. Everyone appreciates it. It looks very beautiful. Look at their surprised faces. Again, the drink that she's drinking is very excessive. And let's talk about that action. You wouldn't drink, especially if you are the hostess or the steward. In this case, Taylor is acting as a steward. You wouldn't drink this much. Like, look to this. Look at drink is literally pouring from her chin, and everyone is. I don't know. It feels as if it's only the man that notices all this shenanigans that's going on. And again, we'll get to talk about why the man is the only one noticing all those things towards the end, because everyone is kind of oblivious of what's going on. Of course, what were you expecting? If you drink too much, I don't know. Again, I want to say something. Do you think that just a glass of wine? I don't even think the glass of wine was full, but do you think just a glass of wine? Do you think a glass of wine is enough for her to have fallen? Well, I don't know. I love these snapshots. We've gone from that. Now we are on, again, we've changed, or Taylor has changed her costume, and I love this costume. It's very, it has a lot of flowers, even has candy canes shooting up, like coming down from her teeth. It feels very fairy tale in a way. That's what this costume reminds me of. It feels very fairy tale in a way. Even the fact that we have candy canes coming out from her teeth, it looks as if it's like a vampire or something of that nature. I don't know. It feels very. I don't know what word to call it, but very, very magical. I think that's the best word. It feels very magical. The candy cane. Again, I love the red and white candy cane wrapped around. I still love that. Again, I want to believe it's because she's drunk. That's the reason why she's flapping her wings. Again, you see it's a very inappropriate thing that she did, but she's flapping her wings because of, I won't say because she's drunk or something, but let's just keep going. Again, that apple, I love that apple box. Red apple box, red and white. She brings out, like, again, like, remember I told you, it feels very fairy tale, and watch how, she brought out a red rabbit, red bunny from her hat, from her top hat. Very magical, and she literally even used it to annoy the lady, the woman, the guests, the woman that was by her side. It's interesting that she annoyed the woman didn't really react to the bunny. And again, we still get to talk about why people are kind of oblivious to the shenanigans that's going on. Now the man is. I feel the man has caught her attention. That's the bridegroom has caught her attention, and then watch what she does. This is very inappropriate scene for me. It feels very inappropriate, but look at what she does. The fuck you, is that the fuck you thing? Okay, I think this is it. And again, she's doing all this. She's pointing that to the man, the man himself. That is, she's actually doing that because the man is literally watching. That's the ex. The groom is watching. This unfold before him, and she's kind of. I feel she's making that finger at him. And again, it's interesting that the kids are also with flower, very innocent flowery dresses with the flowery, maybe wreath. I think that's a wreath. So flowery white, specifically white wreath. Again, look at her face. I don't Taylor is she's good at this. How she changes faces, very dramatic changes. But look at it. Look at something. Look at her face, very smiley and pretty and everything. Probably for the girls. Look at the face now that I feel she's probably looking at the man when this face changed like this. So now that I feel okay, again, I want to talk about significantly why that camera snapped. Like I would say in the course when she was doing all this the F finger, all this stuff, and then the why for me the whole stuff had to match up with when the camera literally snapped or had a screenshot on his face. For me, it felt as if she was casting a spell. For me, that's what it kind of reminds me of. She was casting a spell, and they even I don't know. Can the camera? Do you think the camera is enough to have knocked our speaker down? I don't think so. His days. And now he has memories of. It's kind of having memories of kind of the relationship they had together. Again, I love the fact that she now she's no longer wearing red as she has been wearing. If you look closely, she's wearing a white dress, and not just a white dress, a white wedding dress. A white wedding dress. And for me, what's significant of she wearing a white wedding dress? It feels as if she ought to, or she was supposed to, have married the man. Look, I love that bright lights. Again, all this started from the camera shots, the camera shot that that I would say shone a bright light on his eye, and I just love this bright light that is coming this way. This bright lights. I don't know whether my mouse is actually visible, but I love this bright lights that is coming this way. And I love the fact that it is shining. It's not shining on the man's face. No, it is shining on his body, and look at where the light kind of ends up on. Light ends up on this. I want to say, I don't know if I'm not sure, but I feel maybe this is his bride. This is the bride. I don't know, but again, Taylor is not, or the ex is not the bride, or like, let's just keep going. But the ex is not the bride. But look at it's shining on the bride. It kind of looks. It's reminding me of that scene of the candle, the candle on the cake. This bright light actually reminds me of that. Both of them standing, looking at, I would say, the X, and it's important that the X head is not is the light literally passes through. The light passes through the X's head, but not completely. He approaches. Honestly, I feel they were meant to be together. And I love the whole. If you lose, I'm not sure. I may end up editing the sound of the music of the music video, because I don't know, I don't want copyright claim issue. But if I actually end up editing it, I love the tension. The music is very tensed, like previous to what we're having. We're having this country twang song being dun 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 dun, but now it's very tense. Everything, it feels as if we're on suspense. Everything dropped and stopped, and we're waiting for what happens next. It feels as if they're just dancing sharp. I love that scene. I love that scene. I'm in love. I'm in love. We had a flash to the clothes changed, or I don't know. Okay, the clothes didn't change actually, but the we had this flash of some petals on the dress, on the wedding dress, turned red. It turned red, like it was foreshadowing what happens in the next scene. In the next scene, everything, she turns everything red. And she left, and I don't know, I'm not sure if that's a red shoe, maybe or maybe not. I don't really know, but I love the fact that it kind of lines up with the fact that it's now that we're done and it's over, and she carried her wedding dress out. So I feel probably this would have happened if they didn't get, like, if they didn't break up, sha. And again, the man is real. I would say he's enchanted. He still loves the ex. He still loves the ex. Only God knows why. Only God knows why. He left the ex, because he's still wow. Look at his face. He's giving. He's wild. He's still in love with the ex, but she left. He left. He broke up. They were not on the same level. I don't even know. This music video is not giving. It's not looking as if they were not on the same level, but I don't know. Again, I love the white, the fact that the white beads over her, we can't even see anything in the white, the pure white light beads over her, everything is white. And then right off, her dress transforms from the white wedding dress to red. Even the guitar, I think the guitar was white before, and then it turned red too. I know she takes down her hair. Again, look at how it was before. Her hair was properly wrapped and organized. Again, think of I don't know. Think of someone's hair being, organized in white clothes. How things are supposed to be. Even the fact that the little girl just swiped a very small piece of the cake, and she literally jabbed her hand into the cake. How things are supposed to be. But no, she doesn't care. She takes down her hair. Her hair, she lets her hair fall loose. She doesn't give a shit, or she doesn't care what you think anymore. And I love the dress turns from white to red. Red is her color. Red is passionate. Red in this case represents like I say, she's not caring. She's not caring about you anymore. And again, those musicians, they were not wearing red before, they were wearing white. And everybody's like, you see, this thing is one of my favorite. Everything turns red. Again, I still love this white light. I am in love with the white light. The pure white light shining. I'm so in love. Now he's noticing everything is turning red, and then he's start looking around. This was the scene I was talking about. The man is still on the cake. The man is still falling on the cake, and then the wedding dress turns red. I want to believe, the fact that the dress turned red symbolizes that, the ex, the man and the ex, they ought to have been together, or they were supposed to have been together. Only God knows why. Only God knows why they separated. You can look, the waiters, red coat, red tie. I think this is a red dress. Is anything red wine, lot of red. He turns the cake red. Everything is red. Even the red gifts. Before it was, I believe this was where that scarf came out from. The wife's scarf, the red scarf. I love that scene. I'm in love. She's snipping. Remember before it was the fact that she removed a flower, a white flower, and exchanged. Now everything is red, and then this time she didn't even remove it. She literally just snipped it off. She snipped it off very, 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 very. Now her presence has been established for me. That's what that scene really just represents. The last white flower that was there, she didn't even remove it. She didn't even bother or give it courtesy. She didn't even remove it. She snipped it off. Let's keep playing. Look at it. She literally snipped off. She snipped the flower. Even the musicians are wearing red. And I love that balloon popping with red flower. Again, I want to let's talk, yo. Let's talk, yo. So this time, so we have the, well, I would say, okay, it's a flashback. Is it a flashback? No, I don't think it's a flashback, but I love the fact that we had this, went back in time, and instead of her actually destroying the cake, and then we have red, the red literally comes out and becomes a part and parcel of the cake. I feel those red roses coming up, represents, she was supposed to get married to this man. This wedding was supposed to be for her. That's what is given. The wedding was meant for her and this man. And then the fact that the red, it was no longer the red hidden, as per the red velvet cake hidden under the white layers. No, the red came out from the cake, even grew up as flowers, establishing her presence. This wedding was for her. And again, we have kind of flashbacks, as if, for me, let's just keep going. I don't spoil the fun. Oh, very beautiful. Now this is what I was talking about. So all those things happened in his head because he's not even married. He hasn't even gotten married. We, from all those drama that happened, we get back to the scene of him practicing for the wedding. So I feel this music video was like him imagining, what if I married my ex? What if, and kind of like an alternative universe, because he has not even married. Look, let me not even get ahead of myself, because look, he was thinking, if you okay, let's just go back to the very beginning. Let's go back to the very beginning. Again, you can see this puts his head on his hand on his head. I feel he was thinking throughout this whole, everything never happened. It never really happened. Again, I feel that was the reason why Taylor was changing clothes. Changed from she changed her clothes from the steward dress or the steward to the rich, to the wedding dress, to the white dress, the red dress, even the magical dress where she was wearing the red headband. The reason why she could make all these changes because it didn't happen. Everything happened in his head. It was just imaginations. Kind of like an alternative universe. What would have happened if we had gotten married? Again, it ties to the fact that where the ex said, "I bet you think about me." So let's go to the scene that we are on. I think this is where we are. Okay, too bad. So you can see everything. He now realizes that his mind has strolled away, and So, written by Blake Lively and Taylor Swift, directed by Matthew Libatic, starring Taylor Swift and Miles Teller, Aaron Dessner, the band Aaron Dessner, Max, Bride, Kelly Taylor. Anyway, so that aside, so this was I Bet You Think About Me. It was a very beautiful song, honestly. Both the lyrics and the music video was very interesting. Again, I'm sure you're thinking about me. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm really, 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 really in love. Red is not one of my favorite albums, but this song, it has a special place in my heart. It really has a special place in my heart. So anyway, this was I Bet You Think About Me. We talked about the music video, we analyzed this, we were able to find meaning to it. What would have happened if she ended up getting married to the ex. So anyway, that was just I Bet You Think About Me. It was a very fun music video. Both the lyrics and the music video, they are fun, and for me the lyrics is even very easy to understand. Very snappy, 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 sharp, sharp. You can really understand. Even I feel even maybe the music video is a bit complex, but I loved this song. Like I said, it has a very special place in my heart. So if you enjoy this analysis, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. And we'll see you next time. I remain Augustine Matthew, and thank you for being here. Have a great night's rest.